Group 4. What does Bushan mean when he writes of the objectification of humans and the environment? Bushan says on page 317, human nature is formed by the workings of the organic process. Initially, to be sure, it is formed for a continuation of nature's cooperative and associative tendencies into the individual's personal life. We as humans try to skirt our way around the life cycle by objectifying plant life, animal, and ourselves for all intents and purposes. On page 340, Bushan says, more pointedly, we have permitted the very failings of civilization, its objectification of nature and human beings, its hierarchical class, domineering and exploitative relationships, to be interpreted as intrinsic social attributes. The Native Americans' intrinsic social attributes encompass an entirely different perspective on humans and their relationship with nature. In my readings and in conversations in the past with my Native American friends, their respect for nature and belief that all life is intricately woven into an amazing tapestry of life, every thread vital to the continuation of the life cycle. By the carefully planned method of objectifying life forms and Mother Earth herself, we open the door for apathy. Fracking, mining, mountaintop removal, all in the name of profit, objectifies nature. If a dog is just a thing to own and not important in his or her own right, then you have full control of this animal. If a monkey is just an object, makeup and pharmaceutical companies can experiment mercilessly on these precious beings. Humans are objects in this country. Otherwise, how can we walk past a blind man begging on the street, overlook the multitudes of children that need to be adopted or fed and clothed, or allow ourselves to also be used as test dummies? My daughter's mother-in-law is a nurse and warned my daughter to never take a prescription medication that had not been out for at least 10 years. This is for the simple reason that before this point they really don't know the long-term negative effects of the medication, and in one of our discussions in another class, someone pointed out that our military men and women are considered government property. My 9-year-old daughter is going on a field trip to the zoo next week. She knows that I am opposed to the existence of zoos. We also don't go to circuses because they objectify animals. If they are simply there for our entertainment and not through any choice of their own, then we have taken ownership of them and their lives. Annalise, my 9-year-old daughter, is Hispanic, long black hair and black eyes and dark skin. She is very intelligent and beautiful. When she started kindergarten in Warren County schools, she was immediately told she should speak Mexican and that she was smelly and dirty because that was what Mexicans are. A principal at yet another school she attended in Colorado said it was a good thing she was pretty because she probably wouldn't succeed in school, clearly objectifying this child. One of the most profound statements I have heard was said last year in a class discussion. Everything seemed clear at that point concerning objectification. She said that she had no issue with eating meat, but that she needs to know the animal and thank him for his sacrifice. She said it was about understanding the life cycle and the spiritual connection we have with the living things that share this earth. I believe if we all understood this line of thought, we would not only be thoughtful of the lives, including vegetation, that give theirs to sustain ours, but we would become more gentle, respectful, and a thoughtful species. No longer could we see each other and those that sustain us as objects. The next question was, according to White in the Camacho text, what is the nature of environmental justice as related to food? This writing ties in so well with the Bushan writing. Objectification is a precursor to these social ills. Objectification is not limited to humans versus animals, etc. Races and women have their own battles with this. African objectification certainly cleared the way for slavery, and intelligent free people became property. It would seem this label has not been eliminated. The very idea that radioactive wastes are allowed to pollute our streams and soil is bad enough, but when they are strategically placed as to not affect the affluent neighborhoods, but were allowed to be placed so many people of color are at risk, is a clear indication that attitudes have not changed. The Native American, once again a culture this country has tried to destroy. From the day the white man decided he wanted to move over here, the murder of an entire culture was pursued. We since have put these proud people on land no one wants. I have been to many reservations, and we have minimalized their existence. Now it would seem we have also poisoned their land and waters, and consequently their food sources. These people are obviously objectified and deemed a lesser object at that. These are the very people that lived on this land and kept it pure. The statement is made on page 74. Misery often inflicted by racism and unregulated capitalism says it all. It doesn't matter if money is involved. That is what is important. Human life is not valued. Money is, and your right to food and water without poisons, and the right not to have nuclear plants next door, seems to be dependent on the value society places on you, the color of your skin, and the amount of money you have in the bank, and it doesn't matter which country that bank is in.